There are times when the path forward isn't straight. It spirals, winds, and draws us inward before it clears. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This practice invites you to draw, not for beauty or perfection, but for clarity and presence. Today, we'll explore the ancient form of the labyrinth. With simple lines and slow movement, we'll enter a meditative path that circles inward toward stillness, insight, and renewal. First, we'll explore the meaning behind this timeless form, then I'll guide you through drawing it step by step. And then we will have a meditative session where you can draw your own labyrinth quietly, accompanied by music. So if you're ready, grab your journal and let's begin. The labyrinth is not a maze. There are no tricks, no dead ends, no choices to make. Just one path that leads to the center and back out again. This sacred form appears across cultures and centuries. In ancient Crete, it held myths of trials and transformation. In medieval cathedrals, it became a prayer walked in silence. In West African tradition, spirals reflected life's unfolding, a return to source, soul, and self. The Seventh Circuit classical labyrinth, which we'll draw today, is one of the oldest known forms. It's found carved into stones in India, Italy, Spain, and the Americas. Proof that across time and space, humans had shared this longing to move inward, to find meaning, and to come back whole. The labyrinth is a mirror. It reveals not where you're going, but how you're moving. All you need for this practice is your journal or a sheet of paper, a pen or pencil, one for drawing the labyrinth, and maybe even a second color to trace your journey. Before we begin our meditative session, let me quickly go over how to draw the labyrinth. There are many ways to draw a labyrinth. This is the version I've come to love. In the center of your page, draw a simple cross. Vertical and horizontal lines intersection. In each of the 4 spaces between the arms of the cross, draw a chevron shape, like a shallow V or angle, with a dot placed just behind it. Now begin drawing soft arches to connect the elements following this rhythm. Connect the top arm of the cross to the right side chevron. Connect the left side chevron to the top right dot. Connect the left dot to the opposite side of the top right chevron. Then draw a curve from the opposite side of the top chevron to the right side of the horizontal cross line. Keep moving downward, connecting curve to curve, chevron to dot, in a mirrored spiral motion. Your final curve will loop gently from the bottom chevron to connect with the bottom arm of the cross, completing the spiral. Each line should spiral gently inward. No intersections, just one continuous path. To deepen the experience, you might try drawing in black ink and then retracing the journey to the center with a second color, marking the inward movement and return. As you draw, you may want to consider these words: I take a step, I trust the path, I arrive at center. Now that you understand what a labyrinth is and how to draw it, we'll move into a meditative session. A soft bell will mark the beginning and the end of this session. When you hear the first bell, take a deep breath and begin. Draw your labyrinth. Let your hand move slowly, and once it's complete, trace the spiral inward. When you reach the center, pause. Reflect. When the closing bell rings, gently retrace your path back out. If you'd like to stay longer, feel free to pause the video and linger in that stilled point. So if you're ready, let's begin. Place your pen down and take a deep breath. Notice what has shifted. Ask yourself, what did I encounter on the way in? What met me at the center? What do I want to carry as I return? How can I now see more clearly? Sit with that clarity for a moment. You may choose to journal if you wish, and let it settle in you. There's wisdom in the winding path. Clarity often rises not when we chase it, but when we pause long enough to meet it. If this practice resonated with you, visit the Fruitful Soul Society for your free journaling prompt to deepen the journey. And as always, stay fruitful, you beautiful soul.